Hello, my friends. Welcome back to the channel. And today we are going to talk about the types of housing that are available here in St. Johns County, Florida. So if you're looking to relocate to Northeast Florida and you want to make it a smooth transition, then this video is for you. So the number one most common type of housing that people call us off of this channel for is homes in master plan communities. So what makes a master plan community different than a regular community? Well, quite simple. A master plan community is typically made up of several smaller communities and it has shared amenities. So like in Nocatee, you have the splash park and the spray park, and Silverleaf has their amenity areas, and Palencia, and all these communities offer these great amenities, but it's not just amenities. On top of that, they often have most of your day-to-day shopping located right there in the community. So if you go up to Jacksonville, for instance, E-Town has, Publix, which is our grocery store, if you haven't been here before, a lot like pizza joints and dessert and all these other things that are right there. Also, Nocatee, for instance, which is currently one of the largest master plan communities. I say currently because Silverleaf may usurp it at some point. But if you go into Nocatee and if you live there, there's 3 grocery stores. Now, granted, all 3 of them are Publix, but there's plenty of restaurants. There's 2 ice cream places. There's outpatient doctors' facilities. There's most of your day-to-day living is right there within golf cart range, and that is what the master plan community offers you that other communities don't. So what are the drawbacks? Well, one of them is called a community development district fee. This video is not about CDD fees, so I'm not going to get into that. But they have a CDD fee that gets added onto your property taxes every year. Lots of people don't want to pay that, so the master plan communities don't work for them. Now, that being said, Silverleaf is a master plan community, and they do not have CDD fees. Just want to throw that out there. The other thing is, I remember years ago, I was showing homes to a buyer. He was coming down from Pennsylvania. He came down from Pennsylvania. And we were in Nocatee and we're looking at the houses, whatever. And he asked me if Spider-Man lives in the community. I thought that was kind of an odd question for another adult to ask me. So I asked him what he meant by that. And what he said was, he goes, look how close the houses are. You can jump from rooftop to rooftop here. All right. So I get what he's saying. But in any case, so for the master plan communities, that's another drawback. There's exceptions, but the houses tend to be closer together. And if that doesn't work for you, then that may not be the best option. So master plan communities. Oh, and the other thing is schools. Those also tend to be in the communities too. Silverleaf has a school, once it's finished being built, I want to say it's a K-8 academy. So up until 9th grade, your child, if you live in Silverleaf and you're zoned for that school, then your child will never leave Silverleaf as part of their schooling until they go to high school. And then Toccoa High School is like just outside of Silverleaf. In Nocatee, it's very possible to go from kindergarten to 8th grade and never leave the community for your schooling, not until you're a scholar, that's what they call the students, go into 9th grade, which is high school. Then they would leave the community. But again, Nice High School is just a hair outside the community. So again, master plan communities, everything's right there. Next type of housing that we see often is single family homes that are not in master plan communities. Now, these can run the gamut. Like the community I live in has nice amenities. We have a swimming pool, we have tennis/pickleball court, we have a beach volleyball court, jogging track, trails, kayak launch, but we don't have the huge water parks like Nocatee and Silverleaf and places like that have. Other types of communities are if you go to the west end of St. Johns County and Duval County as well, then you oftentimes find communities with homes with larger yards. And if you go to around Fruit Cove and all the way down south into Hastings, it's not hard to find a house with a 1 acre or larger yard. So if that's something you want, now why would you want that? Well, maybe you want to have chickens. Maybe you don't want an HOA at all. The HOAs in these types of areas tend to be less stringent if there is one. So in homes that are not in master plan communities, single family homes, they really run the gamut. It could be all kinds of things, but that is something that we definitely help our buyers with. Next up is 55 plus communities. It is no secret, people have been retiring to Florida forever. And I don't see that trend changing. There are lots of 55 plus communities in our area. And as far as budget goes, though, they run the gamut. So at the top end of the budget is going to be like your Del Webbs. Now, if you're not familiar with Del Webb is a 55 plus or active adult community brand by Pulte. Pulte Homes is the builder. So not all the homes that Pulte builds are 55 plus, but if you see the word Del Webb, then it will be. By the way, if you're interested in 55 plus, I'll put a link down below. Check out a live I did with one of our agents on our team, Kylene Dean. She is a 55 or active adult specialist on our team. And so I've got that link down below, so check that out. But these 55 plus communities, some of them are, like we just mentioned, Del Webb Ponte Vedra, which is a Nocatee, Del Webb Nocatee, which is also a Nocatee. Those would be on the higher end, and they offer the cruise ship on land type of experience. What does that mean? Just about anything you could want to do, amenities, clubs, everything is right there. The other nice thing about some of these communities, not all, is that they have part of the larger master plan. So Del Webb Ponte Vedra, my mother-in-law lives there, or my in-laws live there. On a Saturday, if she's taking the kids, she'll take them, she'll come by, pick them up, but she's not going to take them to the Del Webb amenities because I don't know, my kids are kids, so I don't know how that's going to go over. But she takes them to the Nocatee amenities and she uses her grandparent passes. No problem. She takes the kids, there's lots of other kids, and they all have a great time. But not all 55 plus inside of a larger master plan community offer that. For instance, I believe the Reverie in Silverleaf does not have access to the regular Silverleaf amenities, and I know Del Webb E-Town, for instance, which is up in Jacksonville, does not offer its residents access to the regular E-Town amenities, only the Del Webb E-Town amenities. So, and now if those are not quite in the budget, that's okay, because we have other communities that are still 55 plus, but do not offer the amenities, and therefore the price is usually much less. For instance, the Freedom Homes in San Salito, which is just outside of the historic district of St. Augustine. Great community. It's a gated section, 55 plus, of the larger San Salito community. It's not a master plan community, even though it kind of sounds like one, but it isn't. But yeah, that little strip of homes right there is 55 plus / active adult, but it doesn't have the high fees or any of the amenities of some of the other communities. So there's a lot of variance within the active adult 55 plus. If that's something you're interested in, reach out to us and we will definitely get back to you on that. Next up is townhomes. So townhomes can be in 55 plus, they can be in master plan communities, or they can just be in their own little townhouse community. Why do people like townhouses? Well, a couple of things. Number one, they tend to be priced less than single family homes in the same community. So if a single family home is not quite in the budget, well then a townhouse may work for you. The second reason I see it pretty common for buyers to buy them is they're retiring, but they're not quite ready to retire yet, or maybe this is going to be a second home. Well, you don't have to worry about mowing the lawn. You don't have to worry about, painting the exterior, or a new roof, or any of that kind of stuff. It's typically included in the HOA monthly fees for the townhouse. So you really don't have to worry about it. That's also a common draw. Now, a big misconception with townhouses. A townhouse is not necessarily 2 stories. What makes a townhouse, now there's a few things, but for the big thing that makes a townhouse different than a condo is a townhouse, you own the land. So some townhouse communities, you can actually put up a small fence. Now, are you going to have a large private backyard? No. But what you could do, the reason people fence it is to give them a little bit of a buffer from the neighbors. And if you have a small dog, maybe you just want to let them go outside and do their business, you don't have to put them on a leash. There you go, your little fenced-in yard. But not all townhouses have two or more stories. Some of them are single story. In fact, off the top of my head, I can think of 3 communities that some of the townhomes are single story. So one has either 2 or 3 bedrooms, depending on how they built it. But either way, all the bedrooms, there's no stairs inside the unit. So if you had mobility issues, a single story townhouse might be a good option for you. Also because you're not responsible for the lawn or anything else. So there you go. Those are the 4 most common types of housing that people call us from off of this channel. What do you think? Did I miss anything? Is there anything else you want to know about? Throw a comment down below. Also, if you're looking to make a smooth transition to Northeast Florida, I am the team leader from the Coastal Haven Group, and my team and I would absolutely love to help make that transition a smooth one. So definitely give us a call, shoot us a text, the number's down below. We would love to chat with you. And yeah, so thank you very much for your time. Again, my name is Andrew Michael, and I look forward to meeting you in person. Take care.